Welcome to Mike's Organic Cafe. Today I'll show you another recipe you can make quickly using our pre-made puff pastry. My own take on beef Wellington, but I'm using porterhouse steak. Ingredients are: grab a puff pastry square to thaw to room temperature from the freezer we prepared earlier. 1 250 gram porterhouse steak with as much fat removed. Since this is a carb meal, you want minimal fat. 2 tablespoons of olive oil, cheddar cheese slices, brown button mushrooms diced. Mine were getting old, so this is the perfect recipe to use them. Black olives, 1 whole egg, organic unsalted butter, and herbs are sea salt, turmeric, oregano and rosemary. Step 1. Remove as much fat as you can from the steak. Then grab a frying pan for the stovetop. Preheat your oven on 200 degrees, fan bake. Then place olive oil onto the pan and season the steak generously. Put it in when the oil is hot, then sear the sides of the steak for a minute each. Then add rosemary separately next to the steak for more flavor. Add the butter, then put in a plate and put the mushrooms to absorb all the remaining butter, liquid. Step 2. Knead the pastry to make it thinner and longer so we can fold it over the steak. Step 3. Once the mushrooms are done, put a small amount lined on the pastry first, followed by the olives. Don't congest it too much, otherwise you'll find it difficult to roll the pastry over. I messed mine up. It rolled over, but I made mine like a pasty, but who cares anyway, though it still looks good and tastes great. Then add the steak on top, followed by the cheese slices. Then roll over, covering the stuffing, and with a fork press down on the edges. I fucked up again, realizing that I should have put the egg wash on the edges before folding it to give it that extra grip, but oh well. Then cut 3 grooves with your knife to let it breathe while baking. Step 4. Place it on a baking tray lined with baking paper. Then beat the egg with a fork and with a kitchen brush, lather the top and the sides generously. Step 5. Put it into the oven for 20 minutes to start, checking on it, seeing if it needs to be rotated or cooked for longer. Mine needed around 30 minutes, but the top wasn't as golden as I'd like, so I put it on maxi grill setting to let it cook more on top. And here it is. Beautiful homemade porterhouse Wellington, and it didn't cost $50 plus, and we know what organic ingredients went into it. So if you're feeling like a posh meal for the day, just whip out puff pastry you prepared from days ago and make a quick meal like this. So simple yet so tasty, you'll feel like you're eating at a 5-star restaurant. Personally, I don't like alcohol, unless it's homemade, but that's very difficult to do. And I don't know where to buy organic wine from, but this paired with a glass of organic red wine would be heavenly. Enjoy, and thanks for watching, and be seeing you for more tasty recipes turned organic and nutritious.